Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Plan 3D Tutorial, and this is the continuation of our E3D tutorial series. And as you know that we have covered the equipment modeling in E3D using the PDMS method and as well as E3D graphical selection method. Today I'll be showing you some commands which will be useful for you while modeling an equipment or generally overall while using the E3D. So let us begin without wasting any more time. So beginning with our first command, our command is new site. So for creating a new site, we had actually vertical general and use the site selection. The site will be created. So to create a site using the command, you have to enter new site. That's it. And you can see that a new site has been created. So coming to our next command, that is new zone. The same way when you enter, like first you have to select the site, then when you enter new zone, a new zone will be created. Next comes the equipment. To create an equipment, you just have to enter new EQUI. This equipment. You can see that the equipment has been created. The selection. Next, if you want to create a sub equipment under the equipment, then you can enter new SUBE, that is sub equipment, and enter. You can see that our sub equipment has been created. Later on, you can just rename to whatever name you want. So you can see that we have covered 4 commands to create the site, zone, equipment, and sub equipment. And next we will see a command to move the equipment or any object in E3D. I have covered some of these commands while teaching you the equipment modeling, but since this video is dedicated to commands, I'll just show you how to do that. First, let me just bring some equipment. So for example, if you want to move this equipment to some specific point in east, north, west and south, just select the equipment and type by E if you want to move it in the east by 1000. See that? Equipment will move. So again, to bring back to its original position, I'll write by west 1000. The same way you can enter up, down, east, west, north, south, and the equipment will be moved. Coming to our next command, it is axis on and off. So you can see that the axis is not visible in our drawing. So if you want the axis to be visible, you can just type AXES, axis on. You can see that the axis has been displayed. So if you don't want the axis, you can just write the same axis off. See that we have covered 4, 5, 6, 7 commands. Remember that these are just basic commands, and in the future videos I'll be making commands for piping structure as well. We'll start from the basic and then get into the advanced thing. Moving on to our next command. So the next command is to add or remove the element or equipment from our workspace. So for example, if you have a whole plant where there are many equipments, pipings, everything, and this pump is one of them, and you want this pump to be removed from the whole plant. So what you will do, you will select this pump and just write remove current element and just click on enter. You can see that the current selection element has been removed. Next, if you want to add particular element or equipment which has been hidden, you can just select that equipment and click right, add C current element. You can see that, and the element or the equipment will be added. I'll click on this zone and again enter add C. So you can see that whatever was present in the zone has been added. If I show you in the wireframe, you can see that everything is present, from the horizontal equipment, everything. Since we have placed everything on the 0 axis, it is displaying in the same axis. Next, I'll select this horizontal equipment and I just want this element or the equipment to be shown in my workspace and the rest of the equipments to be removed. So what I'll do is I'll use one more command, that is remove all, add C. That is remove all, add the current element and enter. Here we can see that every equipment has been removed except my selection element. So you can see that we have 3 commands, that is remove current element, add current element, remove all and add current element. And remember that whenever you are like removing an element or equipment, you are not actually deleting it. You are just like, if I say in simple words, you are just hiding it. Okay, you are not deleting it. And next, moving to the next command, our next command is qref. For example, I'll just show you. Expand this. Yes, you can see that in this equipment, the dish is outside the body subzone. We had placed every body item, cylinder, everything in the subzone, but by mistake, if you remember in the first part, I had placed this outside. So I have to move this to the body subzone. So for that, I need to know its reference code or reference number. So I'll enter the command. I'll select this dish, then enter the command qref. So the reference number or ID, it has been given here. So what I'll do, I'll just click this reference ID, double click. I'll get this here in the next line. So where do I have to move it? The body. So I'll select the body and change this reference to include INCL. So enter. You can see that the dish has been moved to my subzone. So wherever you want to move the dish, you can click on that and enter this same value and it will be moved. For example, if you want to move it in the body subzone of this equipment, you can just click on this sub equipment, and if you enter the same ID or the same command, it will be moved to this subzone. So this qref is a very useful command. So our next command is qpara. For example, if you want to know the size of this nozzle, how will you get to know? So all you have to do is select this nozzle, and write the command. Write the command qpara. You'll see that the diameter is 150. So in the same way, you can select the pipe or any component which has parameters, and the size and its parameters will be displayed. Before going to the next command, I'll just clear this command window. So to clear that, just right click here and select clear. Okay, so coming to the next command, it is q attribute. Attribute is nothing. Attribute you can also check by right clicking here, and you can see that attributes. Here everything, the height, angle of the nozzle, and the details, name, everything will be given here. So to check the same thing, you can just write QATT and the details of that attribute will be displayed. Okay, same goes and same thing, like if you select this cylinder which is here, which is a flange actually, so you can just enter QATT and its diameter, height, everything will be given here. So same thing you can check by right clicking. Diameter, height, everything is given here, and you can also modify it by just entering the value here. So 570, I'll change it to 1000. You can see that the diameter has been increased. Change it back. Okay, this is the command qattribute. In the command window, you can just view the details but cannot edit. But here you can right click and edit the attributes of the selected element. And our next command is show gen primitives. This command is used to enable the equipment modeling using the PDMS module. So when you enter this, you can see that we have got a number of primitives by using which you can we can model the equipment. Either you can model the equipment using the primitives given in this E3D ribbon bar, or else if you are used to the PDMS method, if you want to enable the PDMS module, you just have to enter this command, show gen primitives. Okay, so whichever you feel is easy, you can model. If you want, you can model directly using this selection, or if you want, you can use the command to enable this PDMS module. So I have explained this PDMS module in a complete separate video. I think it was second part of our equipment modeling. You can just check out the E3D tutorial playlist to learn this command in detail. So guys, this was it for this video for about E3D commands, and in the coming days we'll bring more commands about E3D related to piping, structure, and equipment. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon and like this video. And if you have any doubts, then please comment in the comment section and I'll try to clear your doubts. So I'll catch you up in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.